Hey y'all, welcome back to Horse Business Builders. My name is Colton Woods, and in a recent article, they surveyed over 1,500 horse business owners, and 60% of them reported that they were operating at a loss in their business. And I want you to let that sink in for a second. 60% were operating at a loss. And honestly, that number is probably way higher when you talk to the average horse professional one-on-one, because most horse business owners I talk to, they don't actually know their numbers. And it's not because they're lazy, it's not because they don't care, but it's because they've just been doing what they've always seen done. They set their prices on what someone else is charging in their area. They keep their rates affordable, and they pour their heart and soul into the work that they do, and they end up subsidizing other people's hobbies without even realizing it. And you know what the result of that is, right? It creates burnout, it creates tons of financial strain, and it ultimately creates an industry full of incredibly talented and hardworking people who are barely scraping by. Welcome to the horse industry today. Right? This might be you, and it might be someone that you know, but either way, I want to talk about what this is actually costing you. I want to talk with you about what you can actually start doing about it, because here's the thing. It's not just about losing money. The only thing worse than losing money every single month is not realizing what it's actually costing you in the long run. And some of y'all have probably heard the saying that money today is worth more than money tomorrow. And that's real. When you're losing money today, you're not just losing this month's income. You're losing the multiplied return that your business could have over time. And maybe you're even missing time with your family. Maybe your own horses are sitting on the back burner and out in the pasture while you take care of everybody else's horses and build their dreams. And maybe you're too tired at the end of the day to actually be able to go out and chase your own goals. And maybe the only way you think you can actually keep going is by taking on more clients, more horses, more hustle, right? But even though you're still making less money doing it. And that's one of the biggest lies that we've been fed in this industry, is that to make more money, you've got to work more horses, do more, take more clients, do more services, put more hours in. But that belief has become a parasite in the horse industry, and it's taking down some of the most passionate, hardworking professionals that are out there in the business. And this is exactly what happens when the business side of our operation doesn't get the same attention and care that you give to your horses, that you give to your clients, that you give to your students. But the good news is that it doesn't have to be this way. So let's talk about, and I want to talk with you about the three most dangerous pricing lies that horse business owners believe. Lies that are absolutely holding people back and keeping them broke in the horse industry. And lie number one is people just won't pay that here. They're not going to pay that much. And I hear this one all the time. And let me be super clear about this. It's not true. There are people who pay and will pay higher prices even in your area. That's a fact. And the problem is that most horse business owners are so focused on the people who will not pay that they've stopped looking for the people who actually will pay. And it's like running your whole business for the 10% of tire kickers that are going to ghost you after they ask you how much you charge, instead of actually building your business for the clients that are the right fit, who are actually out there looking for the value that you bring. You don't need everyone to pay your prices. You just need the right people to pay your prices. And the way that you find those people is that you have to learn how to communicate your value in a way that connects with what they actually care about. When you speak clearly, when you speak confidently and professionally, and when you position your offer, your service in a way that aligns with your ideal client's values, they'll pay it, and they'll pay a premium. And you don't have to trick anybody. You don't have to get better at showing what you do is what it's worth. You don't have to justify what you do. If someone in your area is charging more and they're booked out, it's proof that it's possible. If someone anywhere else in the country is charging more, it's proof that it's possible. And you don't need to change the town that you live in. You need to change your message. And let's get into lie number 2. And lie number 2 is, I'm not in it for the money. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, good, you shouldn't be. Because if you're in the horse industry, if you're in horses for the money, it's probably not the right industry for you. But here is where most horse professionals get it wrong. Just because you're not in it for the money doesn't mean your business should be financially unhealthy. Your business needs to be financially healthy, period. Because when your business isn't healthy, it's not just you who pays the price. It's your clients, it's your horses, it's your family, it's your future. You don't get to ignore the numbers of your business just because your heart is in the right place. In fact, if your heart is in the right place, then you have the responsibility to run a financially healthy business. Because if your business goes under, you can't help anyone. So stop hiding behind, I'm not in it for the money, because that's not an excuse. It's not a notable excuse. It's just a way to avoid the responsibility that you have as a business owner. If you actually care, prove it by building a business that actually can stand the test of time. And so we're getting into lie number 3. Stop selling out of your own wallet. And this is a sneaky one that almost gets all of us at some point, right? And it sounds like, well, I wouldn't pay that much for a lesson, or I couldn't afford that, so how could I charge that? And here's the thing, you are not your customer. You've got the skills, you've got the time, you've got the knowledge, you've got the facility. You could do it yourself, but your clients can't. And that's exactly why they're hiring you. When you set your prices based on what you would pay, you're missing the entire point. You're devaluing the thing that you're selling because it's second nature to you. But for your client, it's life-changing. And real successful horse businesses, they don't price out of their own wallet. They price based on what it actually takes to run a real financially healthy business. And it's based on the value that they actually bring to the table. So let me tell you a quick story about this really quick. A couple of years ago, we had someone that came to us and they jumped on a discovery call asking for help. They were burnt out, they were barely breaking even, and they wanted to know how we would help them turn their business around. So we sat down with them and we created an outline, right, of what we would do. This was not a full plan. It wasn't how we were going to do everything. It was a discovery call. It was merely a roadmap of what we would do. And it was like a trainer. Basically, it was like a trainer handing you a list of exercises that said, hey, if you're having this problem with your horse, this is what we would do if you came for lessons. We didn't teach these people how to do each one of these things. We didn't even show them how they were necessarily connected. And we didn't walk them through the step-by-step process. We didn't have time. It was a discovery call. We just said, here's the framework if you decide to work with us. But what they decided to do is they decided to take the framework and run with it. And they left all the nuance behind and they went and raised their prices without actually understanding how to message it, how to set expectations, how to deliver on the new promise that they were making. And imagine what happened. It completely backfired. They lost nearly 60 to 70% of their clientele, not because the strategy was wrong, but because they tried to cut corners and skip the hard parts and tried to scam the system basically. And we've seen this happen more than once. Raising prices is not just about the math. It's about the messaging. It's about the delivery, the systems, the mindset behind how you do what you do. You don't just need to know what to do. You've got to know how to do it and how to actually do it well. So when it comes to your business, what should you do instead? Start by looking where the gaps actually are. Are your prices too low to cover your time, your labor, your expenses? Are your offers, what you're actually offering your clients, is that unclear? Is it undercommunicated? Are you actually chasing quantity over quality? Don't just copy what someone else is doing down the road. Build your business around your numbers, your vision, and your ideal clients. And from there, it comes down to 3 things. Number 1, clarify your value. Get crystal clear on who you serve and why it matters to them. And then number 2, structure your offers, your services. Create a packages or services that actually reflect the value that you have to offer and you can deliver on. And number 3, back it up with systems so that your billing, your scheduling, your communication, your onboarding is consistent every single time and it's professional. That's what allows you to raise your prices without losing clients. That's what allows you to grow without actually burning out. That's what makes your business scalable, sustainable, and actually profitable. And this is exactly why we built Horse Business Builders. Horse Business Builders is not just another course, and it's not just a Facebook group. It's a private community for horse business owners who are serious about growing professionally and sustainably. Because inside we host weekly business development calls, men's calls and ladies' calls, faith-based calls, as well as you get full access to all of the courses that we built to help you build, grow, and scale your horse business. And you'll even get support from real people, real experts in the horse industry who've been there, who are here to actually help you build the business that you've dreamed of having. And when you're a part of Horse Business Builders, you also get access to Horse Business Manager. And that's our all-in-one platform for horse business professionals that handles your scheduling, your invoicing, your recurring payments, client portals, websites, automations. It's all there. It's the all-in-one tool that horse business owners need because it's the tools. You get access to the tools, the systems, and the support. There's no more guesswork. There's no more patching this together in your business. It's just one place to run your business like a real professional, like it's meant to be run. So if this video hit home and you know it's time to raise your prices, to run your business more professionally, I want you to click the link down below. You can schedule a free demo and see how Horse Business Manager works, or you can go ahead and join Horse Business Builders and start getting the clarity. You can get the systems, you can get the support that you need right now, because this is about more than just staying in business, right? This is about building a life that actually works for you, your horses, your clients, your family. And as we say, together we rise. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. I look forward to having you in Horse Business Builders. So go ahead and click that link down below and join us there, and we'll see you on the next call.